everybody. Welcome to My Worst Date. I'm Cassie.
I'm Keegan.
I'm Christina. And
This is Shorty.
I've got
You
patches.
said that almost like a question.
I know. Well, it feels like a question these days, honestly. Like it really is. Welcome to my perimenopause journey.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I mean, and Cassie, I know that you're
Same.
Yep. I love that no one gets to go through it the exact same way. I love that doctors don't know anything about it because it's like one chapter in your medical book.
One very short chapter, I think. Has to be. But I think that you're right, though, is that everybody does go through it a little differently. So it's not like there's like, this is the thing. There's no clear path or symptom through it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people it's worse. Some people it's, you know. My mom was telling me, she was like, that wasn't really that big a deal. And I was like, okay.
Well, but isn't that everything when it comes to women's bodies? I mean, it was hard for me being someone who had like debilitating periods every month to have a mom who was like, oh, I don't really cramp or anything. I'm like, okay, well, you don't know how to help me.
Yeah. And then it almost feels like they think that you're faking it or exaggerating.
Well, they just don't know how to relate at all.
Yeah.
Like, I think my mom did the best that she could, but it was just like, she doesn't know how to help me. She's seeing like her child in pain and she has no frame of reference.
Right.
It's not a one size fits all thing for all women, you know? And I think that that's just the same thing with every step, like perimenopause, menopause. It's different for everybody.
Right.
And that's really, really difficult. It's like, and like you said, there's not enough science or research put into it to even come up with patterns.
Yeah.
Or come up with like, you know, if this, then maybe this.
Right.
Like, you know,
yes.
There's just nothing.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason why I started keeping like journal entries daily of like basic, like how I'm feeling, weight, like where I'm at in my cycle, that kind of thing, to see if I can notice any patterns. But
very Capricorn of you.
Part of me, yes, absolutely. Part of me is like, is this perimenopause or is this the end of the world too? You know what I mean?
Well, and that's what I was going to say, because we were talking earlier about your, you know, you mentioned it as a perimenopause symptom that like you just never want to go out. Like you almost have like mild agoraphobia now. And I'm not saying that's not a perimenopause symptom. I believe it very well could be, because it's just like, oh man, at home. But I think it could also be a combination of things in terms of like, we came off of lockdown and I'm still not back to being as social as I was pre-lockdown, and maybe that is partially because I'm also getting older. Could be that. It could also just be that like your baseline changed.
Yeah.
You moved somewhere else that is a lot more like, you know, rural and quiet, and so I just think your body gets used to a certain thing, and that it's really difficult to adjust to being back around people maybe as much as you were before. So, and then also the added stress of gestures broadly at everything. You know,
Yes.
it's just,
Yes.
I think it's all of it. I think it's all of it. I think that this is a hell of a time to be going through hormonal shifts.
Oh, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So thoughts and prayers. Thank you to all listeners that have written in with their suggestions. You know, I'm trying HRT right now. I just started this week. I also think that I'm currently PMSing maybe as well. So my body's
it's
like,
fun.
What is happening? I saw I saw a TikTok this morning that wrecked me. I like sobbed for like half an hour. It was a little girl in a little pink astronaut suit watching the Artemis 2 launch. And the caption was like, I'm tearing up. The caption is like, you know, something about her going to space someday. And then in the comments, all the little pictures of all the little kids dressing up in their space suits, like watching. It's like, kids want to be astronauts again. And I was like, oh my God.
I know. I mean, it's also, I think that there's something about, because these times are so trying on all of us. I think that when we see moments of like joy or normalcy of just like, oh, these kids are still just being kids. You know, it's exactly like how it was when we were kids, dressing up as astronauts and watching whatever, you know, like that's so nice to remember because it feels like everything is changing in such a negative way to be reminded that it's like, oh, there's still these kids they still have hope.
Yeah.
They're still excited about something. Isn't that lovely?
They still want to be astronauts, and that just that made me happy. So, you know, we put one foot in front of the other. There's not a lot of things that I can control. So
that's right.
I'm also trying to do my best to not try to control perimenopause as well. It feels like something you really can't control. So just doing my best.
I think
out
it's
here,
hard
ladies.
when you recognize that so much of life is outside of your control. Like so much of it is, and all you can do is like adapt to the changes. I think I think it's respecting perimenopause to just keep a journal.
Right. Just
so that like
go along for the ride. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You adapt around it. It doesn't adapt around you.
That's the hard thing, yeah.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's so much of life, honestly.
Yeah. Well, what else is going on in the world? I saw some summer house drama was trending,
girl.
but
it's got me wanting to watch Summer House. I'll tell you that much. And Summer House had been recommended to me a few times. And in my rewatch of Vanderpump Rules, or not my rewatch, my first watch through, they did with Summer House kind of what they did with Vanderpump Rules, where they had introduced Vanderpump Rules in an episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and they introduced Summer House in an episode of Vanderpump. So like the Vanderpump girls went from LA to the Hamptons, and they introduced like the first cast of Summer House, which, you know, takes place, I think, in the Hamptons.
Okay.
And so it had been recommended to me for a while, like, you should watch Summer House. You're done with Vanderpump, blah, blah, blah. And I just didn't do it. Sometimes I get stubborn for no reason. And like, so I was just like, no, you know?
Not for me.
And because I watched that one episode and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of an LA girly where sometimes that finance, like I work in finance, and this is my playtime with the guys, was like, I don't want to see these men.
Yuck.
Period. Yeah. But I had seen Sierra in a season of Traitors, and, you know, beautiful girl. And there'd already, I guess, been some Summer House drama, like, you know, hookups, breakups, blah, blah, blah. There was a crossover with like Paige DeSorbo from Summer House was dating someone from Southern Charm, and they had a big breakup, whatever. So I saw this week that I guess Amanda was, look, as someone who didn't watch the show, let me just lay it out. Amanda was married to Kyle.
Got it.
Okay.
And the two of them recently got divorced. I don't know what was happening with that. But again, this is all in the cast. So they're married. They got divorced. Sierra dated West. West seems like an asshole. Like, I don't know, like just vibe wise. He's
clips of him and clips of her. I'm like,
Sierra?
Sweetie, honey,
he
child.
was punching above his weight class by a lot. I'm like, sir,
way above.
This blonde man with a mustache and a mullet. I'm like, no. Okay. She's like a black queen. Stop it. Yeah. So he was dating her, Sierra, and I guess they dated for years. They had a really bad breakup, to the point where like she had to get into therapy to like deal with that breakup. And obviously these people still have to work together, right?
Girl,
it's like,
I would have to too. I look at yourself and say like, therapy. Yeah. Don't let that thumb of a mediocre white man ruin your life. Girl.
And I think he's a DJ too. Some of them are DJs, and I don't know which ones.
He is.
I don't know which ones. But Sierra and Amanda were best friends. Like, best friends, did everything together, best friends. So so here we have the setup of what's happening. Amanda and Kyle getting divorced. Sierra and Wes broke up. Amanda and Sierra best friends. Then Amanda and Wes released a joint statement, which is so embarrassing.
Oh,
you released a joint statement about your situationship that you have happening. Okay, so Amanda and Wes have been secretly dating for a while.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So that's your best friend. Your best friend has been dating your ex-boyfriend that you needed to get into therapy for to recover from behind your back for who knows how long. And did it overlap with her divorce from Kyle?
Okay.
I don't know. Again, I don't watch this show, but that is what I have. That's where we're at. So Sierra is devastated. Apparently, Rihanna had been she watches all the Bravo shows. So Rihanna unfollowed Amanda, right? And apparently has been DMing Sierra with dating recommendations, including allegedly, this is what was put in the story because they can never name anyone outright. Allegedly, an A-list black actor who just won an award.
Stop! Now, see, that makes sense. That is at the correct level, Sierra. If you're listening, and I had not heard the Rihanna part of things. That is.
Oh, you got Rihanna.
Love that. Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Chef's kiss. The way that if Eric and I ever ended for whatever reason, and one of you guys dated them,
behind your back too. Can you fucking imagine?
I would never.
I would scream.
We would never, but also that
is a betrayal.
It's
the biggest betrayal. Are you fucking kidding?
If one of us because they've been friends for years.
Anthony right now?
Oh.
Yeah, it would be done. You know what I mean?
Of course. Honestly, I don't even know how you could ever do that. How could you? Oof.
Well, and what I want to know, so people are going back and watching the previous seasons again, the same way they did with Scandival, to see if you can see things happening, little Easter eggs of things that are going on, because I don't know how long that relationship had been going on. But one of the worst things for me to think about is how many times was Sierra just hanging out with Amanda thinking she was in a safe place, maybe even venting about West to her, any of that stuff, thinking that she's with her friend, knowing that her friend was keeping this huge secret from her for who knows how long. That's just, it's breaking girl code in the worst way.
Worst.
People are analyzing this season because it's they're looking for clues and stuff. So I was I might have to.
Yeah, I think I might have to do it. This is what got me on Vanderpump was Scandal happening.
Right.
I'm well, guess I better start at season 1 and watch 11 seasons of this show.
I need all of the background.
I need context. I need context. I did. And you know what? With Vanderpump, I did. I needed to watch all of that, so I had the full, because all of it, this is what keeps these shows so addictive, is they are so fucking messy. They're so messy.
Yeah.
Because all these people are interacting with each other in this very close dynamic that it gets really friend-cestuous.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
I don't being a part of the theater group.
Oh. Yeah, true. Never a true
for real.
Triggered. Oh my gosh. Well, should we dive into stories, you guys?
Sure.
Yes.
I can go first if you want.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So the story says, I once had someone on a first date take me to the center of a public park at night and walk me through a very suspect crowd of half-dressed men doing stuff.
Okay. Oh.
It was too dark to see. I told him I wanted to go home and we left. I'm not sure how I survived that, but I did. Could you imagine? You're just walking.
It's Central Park, that part of Central Park. You know what I mean? Where you're where the stuff happens.
Yeah.
Where the stuff happens.
I mean, But yeah, no, not for a first date. That's really...
This
really
person
odd.
did not know what they were doing. I think this was an accident.
Do you think it was intentional or an accident? Yeah,
I think
exactly.
this has to be an accident. Like, you would have to have been like, oh, shit.
Well, I don't know.
Go.
Some people,
okay, let's go.
Some people, that's like their kink. They want to put you in like a uncomfortable sexual situation and see how you respond to it. You know, like, oh. Okay, I can go next.
Okay.
Picked up a girl I met online, and the plan is we're going to go bowling. On the way, she starts asking me questions and asks me if I'm religious. I said I'm spiritual, but not religious. But she digs in and asks me if I believe in Jesus. I say, if you mean a real person, yes. If you mean a God, then no. I tell her though that I have lots of Christian friends and we get along just fine. They know I'm a good person and they don't think I'm going to hell. She immediately pipes up and says, oh no, you're definitely going to hell.
Oh, okay.
I laughed.
Judge,
but
jury,
she didn't...
and executioner over here.
I laughed, but she didn't even crack a smile. I asked her if she was serious, and she said yes, and started on a Christian diatribe that I didn't really listen to. I exited the freeway, took the turnaround, and took her right back to her car. She complained when she realized I was taking her back, and I simply said,
why would you want to hang out with the heathen?
Well, she wants to convert him.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Got it.
Look, in my book, it's extremely rude to tell someone that, and clearly this is a waste of time, so we'll go our separate ways. Please get out of my car. Yeah. But she insisted we talk about it. So I said, well, yeah. Well, let me turn off my car and we can talk outside. She got out. I didn't and drove off.
Good for you.
Goodbye.
No. I'm not.
Have whatever beliefs you want, but that is so fucking rude.
No, and he did, respectfully say, let's stop talking about
this isn't going to work.
Yeah. And for her to keep trying to pursue, that is incredibly off-putting and rude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. This person says, in our early 20s, Kathy was gorgeous. We met through friends, and after hanging out in group activities, realized we liked each other. We started holding hands and sitting together with arms around each other at these group events, and our first date was a movie. It was fine, and we held hands in the show and ate dinner before the movie. When we got back inside the car, I moved toward her for a kiss, and she leaned in too. Her kissing technique was to open her mouth as wide as it could go and then close it. And then repeat the process over and over in a rapid succession.
But listen, how old were they? Did they say at the beginning?
Early 20s.
Oh no. I was really picturing like middle school.
No.
This whole thing was giving a very middle school vibe.
Oh,
no, sweetheart.
Have you never seen people kiss?
I couldn't believe it. Where did she learn that? It was horrible. I stopped and we looked at each other. She had this big smile as if, isn't it wonderful to be kissing like this?
Oh, she's kissing like a muppet.
Oh, no.
I tried again with the same results. We didn't have a second date.
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's so sad whenever you're so excited about something and then you're just like, oh, no, ick immediately.
I know. I'm pretty bad about, like, if someone's a bad kisser, I don't try to, like, tell them they're a bad kiss. I'm just like, well, this is done. And I don't say anything, work out. And it's not going to work out. But I
mean,
feel
someone
bad,
does
like,
need to teach her. Like, because if no one says anything, then you're never going to get better. But I have a feeling, girl in her early 20s, I don't know that I would have taken that well if somebody was like, let me show you.
Yeah, that's true too.
You
right?
know?
Like
some guy. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't be kissing like a muppet.
Open, close, open, close.
My dog also tries to kiss me like that. Like, get off me. I was the dude dressed in a suit and tie at a rave. This girl invited me, and I had no clue what raves were. This was 25 years ago, by the way. Everyone there was so cool and kept telling me, nice costume.
Oh, sweetie. You know, I do think maybe it's all the Molly, but I do think ravers are like generally
pretty
friendly.
chill. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It probably is all the Molly.
Yeah.
They're like,
exactly.
oh, cool,
nice
man.
costume, man.
Nice costume, dude.
Cool.
Okay. After the date, he was driving me home and he did a stupid illegal move and got pulled over. He decided to run from the police with me in the car.
Now you're an accomplice.
Yeah, you're on a high-speed chase.
Oh, no.
He tried to pull into a driveway and hide, but they found us. Anyway, they put us both in handcuffs while they searched the car. They ended up giving me a ride home and took him to jail. Apparently, the car was stolen, so that was exciting.
Holy shit.
Oh.
He took you on a date in a stolen
Holy
car.
shit.
What the fuck?
This might win for the shorties ever. Like, that's the most insane fucking thing. I would fucking freak out.
Pull over. Oh my God.
Let me out.
Okay, this person says, he read a newspaper through the whole date. We went to a hockey game. So he read the newspaper before it started, put it down during when they were playing, and picked it back up during the break to read again.
Honey.
The people behind me asked if we were on a date and proceeded to be horrified. This was the late 90s, so he had the paper full length open, too. It wasn't just folded in his lap.
I also love those people who were sitting behind them who were like, you know what, we're straight up going to ask, because what the fuck's going on here? Like,
are you for real right now?
It was like old school scrolling on his phone. You know what I mean? Like that guy is now scrolling on
analog
his phone. Dates.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Good to know these people have always existed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This one's kind of fucked up. It says, girl washed down her methadone pill with white Zinfandel and asked me to pray for her dog. I did actually pray for her dog because it wasn't his fault. Oh my God. Christina was better fucking drink.
I love that. It's true. That dog probably does need some prayers.
Pray for my dog. Oh, I did pray for the dog.
I will.
Spit my coffee out.
Jesus.
I looked up and I'm like, ah.
Dude,
White
in fact,
Zen.
prayers for that dog. Oh, baby.
Oh, God. Okay. He said he wanted to take me to his favorite pizza place. We met up and he said, do you mind paying? I have a lot of credit card debt.
Well, transparent.
You could have mentioned that before the date, though, to be fair. Like, you get to pick the place and you're not paying? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I should have left at that point, but I was pretty young and naive. Then he proceeds to buy 2 more slices for himself. Well, he didn't buy them.
No,
you bought them.
right.
Yeah. We got into his car. We got into his car after the date, and he started making out with me. Came in his pants from that, then begged me for a blowjob in the parking lot.
Ew, no.
You just
no.
Post
No.
coming in your pants?
No.
You want me to put, like,
sticky icky
used cum in my mouth? No. Yeah, like it's got, like, lint and shit on it.
Like a fucking Jolly Rancher that fell on the carpet.
Ew. Gross.
Oh my God. Okay. This person, I don't know why. This probably isn't even funny. But I'm saying it anyways. So here we go. I think it's funny. My worst date was while in college. My boyfriend at the time said, hey, I heard there's this party going on. We can crash it and just blend in. He opens the door and we walk in where there happens to be 5 guys hanging out drinking beer.
Oh, no. Wait, that's not a party.
That's not a party. Hey, buds. What's up?
And you're definitely not blending in.
No.
Like how, like, you're the only girl there? No.
No.
We, of course, do not know anyone. They don't know us. He grabs a beer and drinks it while I stand by the door, not saying a word.
You're out of your mind. This would be so uncomfortable. Like, so, and for those people too, because, you know, they're all looking at each other like, who invited that? Like, did you invite them? Do you know?
We were just about to start our D&D game. For, like, what? Oh, no. This is so fucking awkward.
Are you here for the campaign? Awkward. I don't understand. Yeah.
You're just walking into a random dorm, grabbing a beer.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm leaving. You don't owe it. Like, you shouldn't even be there. You don't owe anyone anything. I'm not saying a word. I'm just turning around and leaving. Like, no.
I also don't know, like, 5 guys does not a party make.
No.
That's like a
No,
gathering.
this is not a party.
No.
This is a hang. This is a hangout.
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, that's it. That's all that's happening. They're hanging out and they're drinking beer. Maybe they're like putting the game on or some shit.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing more.
Yeah.
It's introvert's nightmare right there.
Oh, God.
Well,
I would die and I'm an extrovert.
I know. I would think about it forever. Be like, I wonder if they like think I'm rude or,
Yeah. I wonder if they still think about that time. Because I think about it every day.
Every damn day.
Every day.
Well, if you guys have stories, be they short or long, if you want to reach out to give me supplement advice for my perimenopausal journey, if you just want to give us a big hug, go to our one-stop shop of website. It's myworststatepodcast.com, and we love you so much.
Cheers.